The video title, Why You Need to Start Jiu Jitsu, prompted me to share my thoughts on the reality of training Brazilian Jiu Jitsu and why potential practitioners should think twice before starting. In this video, I will discuss two main points: the inherent risk of BJJ and the need to approach training with caution in order to minimize the risk of injuries. Many people on YouTube and social media promote the idea that BJJ is safe and pain-free.
But then I go to training and someone kicks the living hell out of me. But I don't leave with any bruises or any soreness. You kind of get beaten up without getting hurt. It's a weird art form.
However, I believe these statements paint an inaccurate picture of BJJ and create a false sense of security. The truth is that injuries in BJJ are common, and there is no guarantee of your safety. To support my assertion, I will refer to data collected from two studies that surveyed BJJ practitioners about their experiences with injuries. For example, in a 2021 study that received over 1,000 responses, looked to quantify the 3-year incidence of BJJ-related injuries and detect common injury patterns. The study found a 3-year incidence rate of 68.8%, which equates to an injury incidence of 308 per 1,000 athletes per year. While in another study with over 1,200 responses, found that the 6-month incidence rate to be at 59.2% of practitioners reporting at least one injury over 6 months. While catastrophic injuries are rare, injuries of a lesser magnitude are common, and this should be taken into consideration when deciding whether or not to train. From my personal experience, I have witnessed severe injuries, such as torn ACLs from leg locks, broken legs from failed throws, and broken arms from competitions, not to mention all the minor injuries such as bruised tracheas, abrasions to eyes, and sprained ankles from training. While these might be anecdotes which might be subjective, most BJJ practitioners who have trained for a significant amount of time can likely attest to hearing of similar injuries at their gym or experiencing injuries themselves. As such, it is crucial to consider your goals, your risk tolerance, health status, and personal circumstances before deciding to train. Can you afford medical treatment and time off work if you get injured? If not, then it may not be wise to start training. It is important to recognize that BJJ is not a magical activity that is life-changing for everyone. Claims of extraordinary benefits from BJJ are often akin to religious preaching, attempting to convert others to the religion of BJJ. If BJJ were truly life-changing, why is the retention rate of new students often abysmally low? How do many people leave before achieving their blue belt? The truth is that the social and health benefits of BJJ are non-exclusive, and similar benefits can be obtained from other, less dangerous sports. If you do decide to train BJJ and your main focus is on training safely, here are some steps that you can take. Firstly, train at a reputable gym with a culture of safety. You can ask the instructor about safety measures, such as a list of prohibited techniques that should include heel hooks for absolute beginners, jumping guard, flying submissions, kani basami, hani otoshi, just to name a few. You might also be able to look at how many women are training at the gym, as they are less likely to stay at a gym with safety issues and at a gym with a bad culture. Next, be selective with your training partners. Only roll with people you trust not to hurt you. You must decline roles with those you know to be unsafe or unpredictable, and avoid training with strangers or complete beginners. Next, do not roll at full intensity every time. You need to preserve your body and minimize the risk of injury by moderating the intensity of your rolls. Next, consider opting for positional sparring and drilling in place of rolling, which I feel can reduce the likelihood of injury by controlling the number of variables involved. Lastly, Work on improving your flexibility and strength, as these can be advantageous in preventing injuries in certain situations. In conclusion, it is essential to make an informed decision about whether or not BJJ is right for you. And I hope this video provides an objective presentation of the nature of BJJ as it pertains to safety. Remember that there is more to life than just grappling on the ground with other people in pajamas.